Don't be a wedding photography snob. In my opinion, wedding photographers are the most impressive type of photographer because they've got to manage the day, which is always a little bit chaotic, and you also have to factor in, you need faces, places, things, and you need to be able to engage with the individuals on the day and blend in and get the moments and then step back so they can live that moment. And it's incredible to watch a wedding photographer work, and I encourage you next time you're at a wedding to watch one work. I enjoy it. They're everywhere. They see what you don't see, and they engage with the day in a very different way than, say, a wedding goer. When I have a chance to hire people, I often hire wedding photographers by nature of the variety of imagery they have to capture on a day, and their portfolios are just interesting.
I'm Danny. I run Danny Jack Photography, which is a wedding photography company based in the UK. It is mostly like very natural documentary photography. It's not your typical wedding photography, which is like more posed and, full of, these epic portraits. I would describe it as very real and very natural and authentic and fun. So I think like in my own approach to photography, and I think every photographer is different. I think I'm kind of always around, I'm always a presence, but like I kind of get those moments by letting people sort of forget about me. It's really, really not about us on the day as photographers. I think we have to always like check our egos and remember that we're there just to love our clients and to capture the moments for them. So that comes with time and comes with experience of knowing like what is worth capturing, what is gonna be worth a couple what photos will they want, and then what photos do you just not need to get. The idea of intrusion, I think a lot of it comes from like building trust. So building trust before the wedding day, being like a comforting presence and not being like, the weirdo with a gigantic camera in the corner, like building trust throughout the day so that when you are close and when you are capturing those moments, they trust you to do so because they know that you're working for them and they know that you've got their best interests at heart. And I think that's really important to kind of break down those barriers earlier on, let them build a confidence in you and just be, just a nice person to have around on the wedding day. Like I'm always quite close is also a big help for me. It's not like I will hide behind a bush and then as soon as like someone starts crying, I sprint out with my camera and be like, I need to catch this moment. No. You're always there. You're always around so that when something does happen, you're there to capture it. That's kind of my approach to it. So my advice to any aspiring photographers, apart from obviously just getting started and just getting into it, is just remembering that there are so many different brides out there and grooms out there who are looking for all these different styles of photography. I don't think that you need to think that you need to shoot in a certain way or follow trends as tempting as it may be. There is space for your way of photography, your way of art in the industry. Obviously you need to start getting a more professional mindset in terms of thinking about it as a business, but I would say don't feel like you have to sacrifice your craft to get into wedding photography. That's one of the coolest things about it, is that you can kind of essentially do whatever you want to do, and chances are there's going to be someone out there who's going to love that and they're going to want to book you for that. So I run a community called Shot Takers, and basically what we do is we kind of help each other along the way. This is kind of targeted towards wedding photographers who are first getting started in the industry, and the idea is that when you're first getting started, it's quite tricky to know exactly what you need to do. Like how do I look after clients? How do I get bookings? How do I market my work? All this kind of stuff we cover in Shot Takers, and we kind of just guide you along the way. But at the same time, we're not there to kind of like mold you into another wedding photographer clone. It's there for you to do it your way. But we're just there to kind of like be that guide to help you through and make sure you don't get stuck on things like contracts and that kind of thing.